It comes fast. The argument, the chaos, the unexpected call, the shift you didn't prepare for. And in that moment, you react. Too fast, too loud, too much. You speak words you didn't mean, you make choices you didn't think. You look back and wonder, who was I just now? We all want peace, but most people only practice panic. They live in reaction, in impulse, in noise, waiting for the world to calm down before they can feel calm inside. But the world doesn't wait. The storm won't stop, so you have to learn to stand inside it. That's what Stoicism is. Not pretending to feel nothing, not being cold, but training the self to not be ruled by every wave, every word, every wind that passes through your day. Calm is not a gift. It's not your personality. It's a discipline, forged in silence, sharpened in chaos, proven in the moment when every part of you wants to lose control, but doesn't. So don't wait for peace. Build it. Daily, deliberately. Because when the storm hits next time, it won't matter what happens around you, only what happens within you. Most storms start inside, not in traffic, not in arguments, not in failure, but in a thought you didn't stop, didn't question, just believed. Just believed. I'm not enough. They shouldn't treat me like that. This always happens to me. You repeat it, you reinforce it, and before anything even happens, you're already lost. Stoics knew this. They didn't fight the outside first, they trained the inside. Because what shakes the world rarely shakes the one who's silent enough to watch his own mind. You can't stop the thoughts, but you can stop following them. You can let them rise without letting them rule. You can feel the fear and still be still. Calm doesn't mean no emotion. It means no possession. It means the thought passes, but you don't become it. So when chaos hits, don't fix it. Don't rush. Don't over-explain. First, observe. Watch the reaction rise. Name it, feel it, but don't act on it. Let it come, let it burn, let it pass. Because emotions aren't enemies. They're signals. And like all storms, they move. You stay. Your mind is not the problem. It's the training ground. And every moment of pressure is a chance to master silence, not the silence around you, the silence inside you. That's where peace lives, and that's where calm begins. You want peace, but everything you consume is noise, news, conflict, opinions, distraction dressed as information. And then you wonder why your thoughts are so loud, why your nerves are shot, why your mind doesn't sit still. But the answer's simple. What you feed, feeds you. You take in chaos, you become it, you scroll outrage, you speak in anger, you chase stimulation, you forget how to sit still. The Stoics protected their inputs. They filtered the world before it could plant roots in their minds. They didn't chase updates, they chased insight. They didn't fill their head, they emptied it. Because clarity doesn't come from more, it comes from less, from cutting, not collecting, from choosing what enters, so what stays has space. So reflect. Before you react, read slow. Before you speak fast, write more than you scroll. Not because it's trendy, but because it's necessary. This world isn't designed for clarity. It's built for speed, distraction, consumption. But that's their pace, not yours. You want calm? Control your input. Choose silence over noise. Stillness over flash, substance over stimulation. Because the strongest mind is not the one that knows everything. It's the one that knows what to ignore. A still mind needs a moving body, not for looks, not for image, but for sanity. You can't think clearly in a body that's heavy, inflamed, overstimulated, underslept. You want calm? Then move. The Stoics moved. They walked. They trained. They treated the body not as decoration but as duty, because how you move shapes how you feel, and how you feel shapes how you react. It's hard to stay patient when your blood is slow. Hard to stay still when your gut is on fire. Hard to stay kind when your body feels trapped. You don't need to be an athlete, you just need to move. Stretch, sweat, breathe deeply. Not for a number, but for clarity. Sleep like it matters because it does. Eat like your brain depends on it because it does. Rest when needed, not as weakness, but as rebuilding. You're not just a mind, you're a system. And when the system breaks, the clarity goes with it. So take care. Not to impress, but to stabilize, because no amount of Stoic thought can live in a body that's falling apart. Calm is physical, focus is chemical, discipline is hormonal, and the body, it's your first battlefield. Win it, and your thoughts will finally have room to stand still. The less you expect, the calmer you become. That's not giving up, that's detachment. You get angry because you expected them to understand. You break down because you expected life to be fair. You spiral because you expected progress to feel good. But the Stoic doesn't expect. He observes, he acts, he releases. Expectations are traps, invisible, emotional, built by hope, held by illusion. You expected them to stay. They didn't. You expected it to work. It failed. You expected to feel better by now. You don't. So what now? You breathe, you accept, you move. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. The Stoics trained for this. They visualized loss. They imagined failure, not to become cold, but to become unshakable. You let go, not to feel nothing, but to stop being controlled by everything. You release your grip. You stop demanding guarantees. You show up, do the work, and let the rest. Detachment doesn't mean disconnection, it means depth. It means you care, but you're not owned. It means you love, but without needing return. It means you build, but without demanding reward. So stop chasing certainty. Stop begging for smooth paths. Stop asking why me. Ask instead, can I stand even when I don't get what I want? That's calm, that's freedom, that's Stoic. Because when nothing owns you, nothing can break you. Calm isn't something you feel, it's something you build, day by day, thought by thought, step by silent step. It's not luck, not genetics, not something only monks or saints get to have. It's a practice, a craft, sharpened every time you choose not to react. Every time you breathe instead of break. People think calm is about avoiding chaos. It's not. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't collapse when chaos comes. It will come. The stress, the betrayal, the pressure, the unexpected. But if you've trained, you don't panic, you proceed, you remain. The Stoics weren't born peaceful. They built it by preparing for life exactly as it is, unfair, unpredictable, unforgiving, and yet manageable. If your mind is mastered. So don't chase peace as a feeling, create it as a system. Set boundaries, slow your pace, guard your thoughts, take care of your body, detach with grace, and respond when the time is right. That's calm, not softness, not inaction, not letting things slide, but strength that doesn't shout, control that doesn't need to prove itself. So when they ask, how are you so calm? You won't say a word. You'll just keep walking. Because calm isn't something you show, it's something you are.